Babies crawl. Then we stand up, and most of us never crawl again for the rest of our lives. Big mistake. Because crawling might be one of the most powerful anti-aging movements you're not doing. 5 minutes a day could reverse years of joint stiffness, rebuild your core, and keep you moving like you're decades younger. Here's why you need to start crawling again. Crawling is a full-body primal movement pattern that does something most exercises can't. It forces both sides of your body to work together in perfect coordination. Your right arm moves with your left leg. Your left arm moves with your right leg. This cross-body pattern lights up your brain and nervous system in ways that build real, functional strength. But here's what makes crawling special for staying young. It loads your joints gently while building stability. Your shoulders, hips, wrists, and spine all have to work together under body weight load. You're strengthening the exact positions that keep you mobile and pain-free as you age. Plus, crawling absolutely destroys your core. Not just your abs, your entire core system has to fire to keep your body stable while moving. It's dynamic core training that actually translates to real life, not just crunches on your back. Let's break down what 5 minutes of daily crawling actually does to your body. Benefit 1. Shoulder health and mobility. Crawling builds bulletproof shoulders. When you're on all fours, your shoulders are loaded in a weight-bearing position, something they rarely experience in modern life. This strengthens all the small stabilizer muscles around your shoulder joint that prevent injuries and keep your shoulders healthy. The research shows that loaded crawling patterns improve shoulder mobility and reduce impingement issues. People who can't reach overhead or have chronic shoulder pain often see dramatic improvement from just a few weeks of crawling. Your rotator cuff muscles, the ones that keep your shoulders stable, get incredibly strong from supporting your body weight in different positions. And unlike overhead pressing, crawling builds shoulder strength without the injury risk that comes with heavy weights over your head. Benefit 2. Core strength and spinal stability. Crawling builds core strength that actually matters. When you're crawling, your core has to prevent rotation and maintain a neutral spine while your limbs are moving independently. This is called anti-rotation strength, and it's exactly what your core needs to protect your spine in daily life. Think about it. When do you ever need to lie on your back and crunch your spine? Never. But when do you need to keep your torso stable while moving? Constantly. Crawling trains that exact function. Studies on crawling patterns show massive activation in the deep core muscles, the transverse abdominis and multifidus, that stabilize your spine. These are the muscles that prevent back pain and keep you moving well as you age. 5 minutes of crawling activates these muscles more than 20 minutes of planks. Benefit 3. Hip mobility and coordination. Crawling restores hip mobility and improves coordination. Every step while crawling requires hip flexion, extension, and rotation. You're taking your hips through full ranges of motion that most people lose by age 40 because they sit all day. Now, this hip mobility directly translates to better squatting, lunging, getting off the floor, and just moving through life without stiffness. Japanese elders who maintain the ability to sit on the floor, which requires hip mobility, live longer and more independently. Crawling rebuilds that same mobility. The coordination aspect is huge too. Moving opposite limbs together rewires your nervous system and improves balance. This cross-body coordination declines with age, which is why older adults lose balance and fall. Crawling reverses this decline. Benefit 4. Brain and nervous system. Crawling improves brain function. The cross-lateral movement pattern activates both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. This creates new neural connections and improves cognitive function. Research in neuroscience shows that movements requiring cross-body coordination, like crawling, increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. That's the protein that helps grow new brain cells and protects against cognitive decline. There's even evidence that crawling patterns can improve focus and reduce anxiety. The rhythmic, grounded movement has a meditative quality that calms your nervous system while strengthening your body. So, how do you actually implement this? Simple. 5 minutes of crawling every day. Start with basic hands and knees crawling, what's called a baby crawl. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Move your right hand and left knee forward together, then switch. Keep your core tight and your back flat. Move slowly and controlled at first. Once that feels comfortable, now progress to a bear crawl. Same pattern, but with your knees off the ground, hovering a few inches. This dramatically increases the difficulty in core demand. Mix in variations. Crawl forward, backward, sideways. Each direction challenges your body differently. Crawl in circles. Crawl under things. Make it playful. That's how kids do it. 5 minutes doesn't sound like much, but if you've never crawled as an adult, you'll be gassed after 2 minutes. That's fine. Start where you are and build up. Here's the bottom line. Crawling for 5 minutes a day builds shoulder stability, core strength, hip mobility, coordination, and even improves brain function. All from a movement pattern you abandoned when you learned to walk. The people who age well aren't the ones lifting the heaviest weights. They're the ones who move well in multiple directions, maintain mobility, and keep their nervous system sharp. Crawling does all of that in one simple practice. If you want to stay young and mobile, get on the floor and crawl. Your body will remember what to do. Hit that like button if you're adding crawling to your routine, and subscribe for more longevity content. Drop a comment. When's the last time you actually crawled? Thanks for watching. Now get down there and move like you're young again.